Hey guys, what's up? In this video and do the comparison of specs between the Galaxy Grand 2 and the Samsung Galaxy S3. So starting off from the display, we have a 5.2-inch display on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus a 4.8-inch display on the Galaxy S3. In terms of the resolution, both displays are 720p HD, and in terms of the pixel density, we get 280 ppi on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus a 306 ppi on the Galaxy S3. The display on the Galaxy S3 is a Super AMOLED display versus a TFT display on the Galaxy Grand 2. In terms of the software, we get Android 4.3 with TouchWiz UI on both of the smartphones. In terms of the weight on both devices, we get 163 gram of weight on the Galaxy Grand 2. Of course, it has a bigger display, so it has a heavier body, and on the Galaxy S3 we get 133 gram of weight. And in terms of the thickness, we get 8.9mm thickness on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus slightly lower 8.6mm on the Galaxy S3. Looking at the processor, we get a Snapdragon 400 processor on the Grand 2 versus a Samsung Exynos 4 Quad 4412 processor on the Galaxy S3. And basically, the processor on the Galaxy Grand 2 is a quad-core 1 clock at 1.2 GHz versus a processor on the Galaxy S3 which is a quad-core clock at 1.4 GHz, and both cores, all the cores on both smartphones are Cortex A9. In terms of the GPU, we get a Mel 400 GPU MP4, which is basically quad-core GPU on the Galaxy S3 versus a Adreno 305 GPU on the Galaxy Grand 2. And in terms of the RAM, we get a 1.5 GB RAM on the Grand 2 versus a 1 GB of RAM on the Galaxy S3. And in terms of the storage, we get 8 GB of internal memory on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus a 32 GB of internal memory on the Galaxy S3, as well as a 16 GB variant, and both of the smartphones sports micro SD slot options up to 64 GB. Looking at the camera, we get an 8-megapixel camera with LED flash on both devices. Both devices have autofocus, geotagging, white balance, burst mode, and other features. And also in terms of the video recording, both have 1080p HD video recording at 30 frames per second. And also in terms of the front-facing camera, we get 1.9 megapixel on both devices, which can also record 720p video at 30 frames per second. In terms of the battery on both devices, we get a 2600 mAh battery, slightly higher battery on the Galaxy Grand 2 versus a 2100 mAh battery on the Galaxy S3. Thanks for watching, guys. This was the comparison of specs between the Galaxy Grand 2 versus the Galaxy S3. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you do, then please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, then feel free to comment down below, and I will see you in my next video.
Peace out.